And here's your prescription.
I know just the pharmacy to get this filled.
Who are you?
A pharmacy benefit manager. A middleman your insurer uses to decide which medicines you can get, what you pay, and sometimes even which pharmacy you should go to.
Why can't I go to a pharmacy in my neighborhood?
Because I make more money when you go to a pharmacy I own.
No one should stand between you and your medicine. Visit phrma.org/middleman to learn more. Paid for by Pharma.
This episode is brought to you by Vital Farms. Isn't it bullshit to have to question where your food comes from? At Vital Farms, you can trace your pasture-raised eggs all the way back to the source, the pasture. On the side of each pasture-raised carton of eggs, you'll find the name of the farm where your eggs were laid. And when you look the farm up on their website, you'll get a peek at all the sunshine, fresh air, and open space the hens enjoy. Learn more and find out where to buy them at vitalfarms.com. Vital Farms, keeping it bullshit-free.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2553. Why pursue financial independence? Because nothing lasts forever. Part 2, by A Purple Life, of apurplelife.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Today's post is actually a continuation from yesterday. So if you're new here, it'd be best to listen to yesterday's episode first. But if you're all caught up, let's hear part 2 and continue optimizing your life. Why pursue financial independence? Because nothing lasts forever. Part 2, by A Purple Life, of apurplelife.com. Putting aside all the bad management of this situation, the friend that was telling me all of this expressed an understandable feeling of betrayal. She was the 6th person hired at this company, ever. The company is 12 years old, and I was about the 15th person hired a year or so later. She got to see this company grow and made it the overall amazing place it was, and yet she was blindsided by this announcement. I understand that for legal and insider trading type reasons, most people can't know that this type of acquisition is going on. But a company going from, "We are all family, we will take care of you, come to us with any problem you have," to, "You're part of a new company now. I don't know what you expected. I'm an entrepreneur," was jarring. If there had been even an inkling that this company was ever to be sold, that was one thing. But even in October, when I retired, they were all, "Rah, rah, we'll continue being unique and awesome forever. No one can tell us what to do." The dichotomy is troubling. And while I never drank the Kool-Aid and believed a company was anything close to a family, though I don't have a high opinion of family, so maybe that's saying something, this company came the closest. I would have expected this kind of behavior out of them the least of the 6 companies I'd been a part of. I was still caught by surprise. And I wasn't the only one. Many of my colleagues who were hired even earlier than I was are still there. One is a director who has not only been there 6 years to my 4, but also came over after 3 years at another company, working under one of our partners who she now reports to and also considers a close friend. This colleague was told about this acquisition with 3 days' notice and then asked to explain it to her many direct reports, all while she was trying to hold back tears herself. These are not the actions of a company that claims to be humane and transparent. Once again, I fully understand that companies do not owe us anything, but a few of the people I worked with at this company did have me convinced that they gave a little bit of a shit. And it's just disappointing to see that in the face of a pile of money, all of that compassion evaporated, if it was even ever there. Remembering the good times. This was the best company I had ever worked for. It stood head and shoulders above the 5 others I've worked with during my career. They had a culture I actually enjoyed. I looked forward to the work parties and hangouts because I genuinely liked who I worked with in the beginning. I had a boss I trusted overall who treated me like an adult and actually took my opinions to heart. I had colleagues who were willing to help each other out instead of tear each other down in the hopes that it would make them look better. Our company was also small and scrappy and had a variety of work available that always had me learning or trying something new, so I didn't get bored like I had in my previous companies. It was a unique place that I had some reservations about leaving because it was such a unicorn situation. But once again, just like with my dream job, the universe is showing me that nothing lasts forever. The company I knew is no more. It's being swallowed up into the most boring, generic, and diversity-lacking corporation I've ever seen. My last company was already losing its spark when I left, and now I know it's been snuffed out. It's over. Nothing lasts forever. Conclusion. People have asked me before if I regret quitting, and I always responded no. But after these events unfolded, it's the first time I've actually felt relieved that I quit. I've talked to my friends who remain there about them quitting previously, but they decided to stick it out for this or that promise or hope that things would get better. Now their decision to do that fills me with sadness, especially for those who don't have a lot of savings and are now frightened of the possibility that they'll be let go in the near future without any type of severance. It's a horrible thing to see a place you believed in crumble into dust, but it's even worse to see your financial future go with it. I'm so grateful that I laid the foundations for financial independence so that even if I was still at my company, I would not be afraid to just quit and slowly look for a new position, even in the wild world we currently live in. So that's why I think everyone should see if they can start on the path to financial independence. Even if early retirement is not your goal, even if you love your job and never want to leave, that job might not always be there. The things you love about it might leave, and having a safety net is always helpful. I know that not everyone can reach financial independence, but I do believe almost anyone can improve their financial lives even a little bit. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled, Why Pursue Financial Independence? Because Nothing Lasts Forever, by A Purple Life of apurplelife.com. If you use Mint to track your expenses, you've probably heard the news that they're shutting down. But I've got better news, and you've got options. Monarch is the top-rated all-in-one personal finance app. It gives you a comprehensive view of all of your accounts, investments, transactions, cash flow, net worth, and more. Plus, create custom budgets, track progress towards financial goals, and collaborate with your partner. And now listeners of this show will get an extended 30-day free trial when you go to monarchmoney.com/OFD. I moved from Mint to Monarch earlier this year in an effort to better manage finances with my Midwestern gentleman. I really like that we each have separate logins as it enhances our ability to have full transparency with each other. After trying out Monarch for myself, I understand why it's the top-rated personal finance app. So go to monarchmoney.com/OFD and get an extended 30-day free trial. That's monarchmoney.com/OFD for your extended 30-day free trial.
And here's your prescription.
I know just the pharmacy to get this filled.
Who are you?
A pharmacy benefit manager. A middleman your insurer uses to decide which medicines you can get, what you pay, and sometimes even which pharmacy you should go to.
Why can't I go to a pharmacy in my neighborhood?
Because I make more money when you go to a pharmacy I own.
No one should stand between you and your medicine. Visit phrma.org/middleman to learn more. Paid for by Pharma.
The first thing that came to mind for me while reading this post is that you can't possibly anticipate today the opportunities or challenges that will present themselves tomorrow. While I hear some people say that they aren't interested in financial independence because they love their work and they have no desire to retire, it's important to remember that working towards FI simply opens up options, retirement being one of them. I've never heard of anyone regretting the flexibility that saving money provides. Whether to navigate the challenging things that life throws at you, like a job loss, health scare, or divorce, or to seize the opportunities that life presents, like a business idea, the trip of a lifetime, or a chance to be home with your kids. If you decide to keep working even after achieving financial independence, you may even reinvigorate your love for the work. You'll know for sure that you're there purely because you want to be, not because you need to be. And that's another episode of Optimal Finance Daily in the books. I'll be back with more for you tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the Sunday show where your optimal life awaits.